Hi guys, so today I have a review for you, and this is actually a review on the Dior Star Foundation. And when I was in Debenhams the other day, the lovely lady at Dior gave me loads of Dior samples, and I was really intrigued to try out the Dior Star Foundation and do a review video for you guys. So the lady matched me up with the little machine, and she matched me to the shade 040, and yeah, she gave me this really cute little sample bottle. So I really hope you enjoy this video, and if you'd like to know my thoughts on the Dior Star Foundation, then please carry on watching. So I've already moisturised my face, and I just used a simple kind of skin hydrating light moisturiser, as I find this is the best moisturiser for the summer, and especially when you're wearing makeup, because it's really nice and lightweight. And then I primed my face with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equaliser, and this is the mattifying one, as I have oily skin. So this is obviously my first time using this foundation, and the lady matched me to the shade 040, as she used like the little machine on my face, and apparently I was equal each side to the colour. So I'm just going to take it out of its packaging. So the brush I'm going to use today to apply this is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to unscrew the lid, and it's got like a little applicator. I'm just going to apply this on the back of my hand, as I don't want to apply it to my face because I don't want any like germs like to get back onto the applicator. So I just took 3 dabs of that on the back of my hand. I'm then just going to take my finger and mix the foundation around in my hand, and then just apply it onto my face. I prefer to apply the foundation onto my face with my finger, as I just find that I then get a better colour payoff, and then the colours like all equal on my face. This does actually look like the perfect shade for me at the moment, as I am fake tanned. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that in with the brush. And I'm using downward strokes, as if you have any hair on your face, if you push upwards, then it's going to emphasise the hair on your face. Whereas if you apply it in downward motions, then it's not going to like cling onto the hair and like make it really noticeable. It does set quite fast, so you have to work quite quickly with it, because otherwise it does set into your skin and it literally just stays in place and will not budge. So I'm just taking a little bit more of that, as it does set really fast. It does look really natural on your skin, like it literally just looks like my skin. It doesn't look like cakey on your face at all. It is very matte though. It's actually a lot matter than I thought it was going to be. But it does look really nice and healthy on your skin. You can build this foundation up as well, which is a bonus. And I'm just taking that down my neck just to blend it in to my neck and the rest of my body. I'm just taking that into my hairline as well. Okay, so that's the foundation applied all over my face. I'm now just going to insert a picture of what it looks like before I apply the rest of my makeup. And I'm then just going to apply the rest of my makeup just so you can see how the foundation's looking with other products on top of it. So yeah. Okay, so I've applied the rest of my face makeup now. And as you can see, the foundation's looking really nice and sort of dewy on my skin. So the foundation's looking really nice and sort of dewy and healthy on my skin, but it doesn't look oily. So I've never actually had that really with a foundation before, but as you can see I have got a little bit of highlighter on the tip of my nose and like on my cheekbones and that, but the foundation's lasting really well. So I'm just going to take a picture now with the flash on and with the flash off, just so you can sort of see how it's looking underneath the other products on my skin. I also did film this makeup tutorial if you're wondering, so that should either be up before or after this video. Hi guys, so as you can see I look a bit different, as I was going to finish the review on the day that I was wearing the foundation, but by the time I got around to sort of filming and sort of sitting down and setting up all my filming setup, then it ended up being really late at night and it was just far too dark, and just decided to start afresh and film it on another day. I'm not wearing the foundation today, but I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on the foundation, whether I think it's worth it, and I'm also going to read you what it says about the foundation on the Debenhams website, as that's where I actually got the foundation sample from Debenhams. So yeah, so I'm just going to read you what it says on the website, and then I'll tell you my thoughts. So it says, inspired by the professional illuminating techniques and expertise of its makeup artists, Dior invents Dior Skin Star, its first brightening foundation, a weightless fluid capable of recreating the spectacular and perfecting light of Dior's studios. The complexion is instantly more luminous and visibly evener. A new generation of hollow silica beads captures and diffuses light in a correcting halo with no shine. At the same time, colour filter pigments neutralise colour imbalances to recreate the perfect light. The complexion is clarified with a purer, more dazzling dazzling and long-lasting light. Anti-light trap skincare ingredients help reduce the appeal of dark areas, pigment spots and redness. And you get a 30ml bottle in the full size, obviously not the sample. Right, so I would agree that it's a brightening foundation. When I applied it on my skin, it did make my skin look really nice and healthy. I will say that when I first applied the foundation, it was really hard to sort of blend. You have to work really quickly with it as it does set really quickly, and it does dry really matte, even though it looks really nice and sort of dewy, and it does dry matte really quickly. One thing that baffles me is it dries matte, but then it still looks sort of dewy, but then in some lights it still looks matte. It's very confusing, but it's good if you have oily skin because you can still get away with it, I find. Also, the lady on the Dior counter told me that although this has SPF in it, you can take a picture and it not have flashback. Now I'm going to insert some pictures just so you can see what it looks like with and without the flash. As you can see, when I first applied the foundation on its own without any other makeup on top of it, it looked quite matte, and the only places that I really got the flashback were a little bit around here, sort of like my laugh lines, and a little bit like on my head here, and then a tiny bit on my chin, but nothing major at that point. Now, when I actually applied my full face of makeup on top of the foundation, again, I only got the tiniest little bit of flashback sort of on this part of my head, but that's just where I sort of tend to get oily anyway. The end result of wearing the foundation for about 10 hours, I think I was wearing it, was a little bit of flashback again around my head, and obviously on my sort of nose area, but I did have my nose highlighted on that day, just the tip of my nose. So I would say that this foundation is really, really good for pictures, and it does last a long time, but I did find it wore off a little bit around my head here and a little bit around my nose, but they are the parts of my face that get oiliest the most. So if you do have oily skin, then I would just say to sort of take the foundation maybe with you if you're going out somewhere, or take the brush with you that has the foundation on just to sort of touch up, or a little bit of powder or something. I do think it's a really great foundation, and it really does keep your skin looking really nice and healthy, but unless you want to spend £32.50 on a foundation, then it's totally up to you really, because there is drugstore foundations that I think that if you have oily skin that maybe would be better for your sort of skin type. I myself really enjoy using the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. That's amazing for oily skin, and it really does last all day without having to touch it up or anything. I also done a review on that, but yeah, I would just say that if you're looking for more sort of a matte foundation, then maybe sort of stay away from this. But I would say that if you have dry skin, then this foundation would be absolutely perfect for you. I found that it didn't cling to any dry patches or anything like that. I just find that you have to work really quickly with it. So I really hope you enjoyed this review, and I really hope you found it helpful. Please let me know if you'd like me to do any other reviews in the future, as I really wanted to do this review for this foundation as it is a really pricey foundation. Like, it is high end as it is Dior, and I just wanted to get a sample myself just to try it out for you guys and let you know my thoughts on it and if it was worth it. So I don't know, I may purchase the foundation in the future, but at the moment I've got a few that I'm really happy with and I really enjoy using. Some of them are mainly from the drugstore, so I really enjoyed the L'Oreal True Match actually. That's really nice, and I know a lot of people say for oily skin to not use L'Oreal True Match, but I've got it on today and I just think it looks really nice. I heard Nicole Guerrero talk about it in one of her videos recently, and she said how she sort of likes her skin to look dewy even though she has oily skin, and that's sort of how I like mine to look. I like it to look matte sort of down my T-zone area and sort of dewy around like the rest of my face. So I'm going to stop rambling, but I really hope you enjoyed this review and I really hope it helps some of you out, and please let me know your thoughts if you've tried this foundation or if you're going to purchase it in the comments down below. Please send me any video requests and I'll